Today's video, we're gonna do a little diecast haul with 4 models we recently acquired. They're all 1/64 diecast. They're from a few brands, 2 LCD models. We have the Murcielago and the Toyota Supra Mk4. And then we have a Street Weapon. It's the first model we've had from the brand of the RWB 964 with the Apple livery. And then finally we have a 7cm Ferrari 12Cilindri. And it's a really cool modern Ferrari with that V12 engine and very nice metallic paint. As usual, we kind of picked up these from AliExpress. They're pretty good at the time, but you can get them from Horizon Diecast and other brands. So I definitely recommend shopping around as there's some very cool models. And again, with our diecast haul, we'll kind of go through each one, go through specs, do a deeper dive of each one, and then do a final conclusion. There's timestamps in the description, so if you don't want to listen to a specific car and you want to jump to one, you can just jump ahead. And I do have separate individual reviews of each of the cars in short video format. So we'll start with the top left car here, the Toyota Supra Mk4. Obviously a classic car, made really popular by shows and movies like Fast and the Furious. And it was a classic 1990s car with the 2JZ motor that was both in twin turbo and naturally aspirated versions and produced a lot of power, especially with the aftermarket support. This is from the brand LCD, so a really high quality brand, but basic branding on the outside, schematic of the car, kind of generic Toyota Supra, and it is licensed from Toyota based on the bottom. Go ahead and open this up and we'll go over the specs. So you can see it comes with a nice acrylic case. Retail price is about $22, so actually pretty affordable. You have an opening engine cover with that 2JZ motor that you can actually display with nice details, rubber tires, rolling rubber tires, and then you have plastic base. But a pretty high quality model overall. It's available in a couple colors. We have the yellow, which is a little bit unusual, but we also have a chameleon version coming soon. And they also had, I believe, a black variation. Really nice base though. It's nice carbon fiber finish on there. Looks real. You have a nice glossy effect and a basic plaque here that just says Toyota Supra. There's just a single bolt holding in place, but a very nicely detailed model and obviously a classic car, especially if you're into JDM cars or 1990s models. Next, we'll look at the Porsche. This one's also $22 if you're able to pre-order it from the brand Street Weapon. Has a plastic base metal body. It is the classic Apple livery, so this was actually a real livery back in 1980 on the 935 race car, and then RWB actually brought this back to life as a kind of tribute in real life. And then this is a 964 based model that's supposed to mimic a 930. Nice acrylic base or acrylic case. Rolling rubber tires, but they don't roll particularly well. But acrylic headlights, taillights, and very nicely detailed. This one is limited edition, so 1 of 500. And there's also a black color option of this. This is the white version, but there's a black one that looks pretty cool as well. But nicely detailed with that classic RWB wide body and then the triple wings and the exhaust just sticking out the back. It's a double bolt holding in place, but very nice car. Next, we'll take a look at the Ferrari. Retail price on this is about $24. It's available in a couple colors, including blue and then a normal red. This is the metallic red, which I definitely recommend. Metal base, metal body, rolling rubber tires, and it even has a magnetic hood with a couple accessories to help prop up the hood or just place it on a stand. Another limited edition car, 1 out of 600, and beautiful metallic paint here. And even though I don't really like Ferrari's current modeling or styling, you can see it's kind of exaggerated with these odd black pieces on the front and back. It looks really good, so it's sleek. And then the coolest thing is obviously you have the motor. This car obviously also comes with a couple accessories, which is cool. So you have a couple metal pieces here. So you can see you have a metal table here. That's just a nice little prop, so you can put the hood on it as a little storage. And there's also a little metal strut here, which you can use to prop the hood up on the car. So one downside of magnetic hoods is that you kind of just have to place them somewhere, but with this one you can kind of do both. So using that little metal piece, you can display it kind of hinged upward. So definitely a beautiful model, and that motor detail with all the carbon fiber is very impressive. Next we have the Lamborghini Murcielago, and if you've seen our previous diecast video, you'll know We actually just reviewed the green version of this. Retails for $29. Now we have the black version. There's also a yellow option, as well as a red one, and the red one's probably the weirdest one. You don't really expect red on a Lamborghini. Packaging wise, it's just nice LCD modeling on here, Lamborghini logo, so it is actually a licensed model and just Murcielago printed on there. And the nice thing about these licensed models, they actually have the brand on there, so you have Lamborghini emblems. Another really nice case, so simple acrylic case, but you have that nice carbon fiber base, Murcielago printed on there, and in black. It looks pretty mean with the chrome wheels. And with this one, you also get the opening engine cover to expose the V12 motor. So it's kind of hard to get in there without a light. Shine a light on there. So you can see there is a nice motor on there, pretty nicely detailed, but you do need additional light to see it. And just a very cool model. There's just 2 bolts holding in place with this little foam piece. And if you take that off, you'll find that little Lamborghini quality control that you see with the other LCD models, which is a really cool touch. So you have the Lamborghini logo, and we saw that with the Toyota as well. Here you can see the Toyota Supra on the turntable, really nice glossy paint. You have the OEM wheels with this polished finish, really nice headlights and taillights, badging on here that look like they're separate pieces. And then just a beautiful casting overall with that iconic hoop style spoiler, a nice large single exhaust with generic license plate and acrylic taillight. Take a closer look at the headlights. You can see they're really nice. You see the bulbs behind them, and you even have acrylic on the turn signals. You have nice polished wheels, and they roll really well. So this is a pretty nice roller. And with the yellow color, it's a little bit bright. So I'm looking forward to see what the chameleon one looks like, but it's very smooth finish. You can see you don't really have a lot of texturing in the paint, so it's nice and polished. You have nice definition with the door handles, the side mirrors, a separate piece. You have the brake rotors behind it, and then the classic rear end with the multi-bulb taillights that look like they're acrylic as well. You even have the third brake light here in transparent material, and then the separate piece for the spoiler. You have the defroster lines and a separate piece for the rear wiper. The interior on this is pretty basic. It's just all black, so you can't see a whole lot, but it is right-hand drive and looks the part, so it looks pretty good. The base of this is just plastic, but really nicely detailed, and you can see a nice silver exhaust. That looks very realistic. Here you can see the Porsche on the turntable, and it's a really cool livery, especially in this white finish, and then the nice bright graphics for the classic Apple logo, and then the stripes on the side. It definitely looks very cool. Again, this is actually a real car. So RWB made a tribute to the original 1980s 935 race car. So it has a very cool nostalgia to it in history. This one's supposed to be a 964, so a 90s model. That's supposed to be kind of backdated, but 930, which was the 80s model. But this one, you can see the bumper. If you take a closer look, the bumper's not quite right. This is actually just a standard 964. You're also missing the little over fender kind of arrow piece that would come on here. But otherwise, it's a pretty cool model. Nice acrylic headlights that look pretty decent. Nice wheels. They do rotate, but they sort of get caught up, so they don't rotate pretty well at all. So you definitely can't roll this one. More of a static model. It has the plastic base as well, but really nice defined, nice definition on the door handle, the window trim. You have the RWB on the window banner on the front window, that Apple on the roof, bunch of logos on here from different brands, and that triple wing, which is crazy. So you have the whale tail and then 2 different spoilers on top, and even a little air inlet on the side pieces. The other cool part about this is the whole exhaust piece. So separate piece here, you have the downpipe coming off the turbo that dumps here, and then this looks like the exhaust that comes out the side with 3 different pipes. So really cool and very detailed. There's no opening parts, and a bunch of other brands have made this car, as it's been pretty popular. It's a viral livery that RWB made. So Pop Race and other brands have made this, but I think this was pretty well priced. And you can see the proportions on this are really nice, even though you don't have an opening part. Here you can see the Ferrari on the turntable. It's a really beautiful model, especially with this metallic paint, low and sleek, and very exquisite amount of details given the low price. Nice acrylic headlights, taillights, nice wheels with the brake rotors, Basic interior, but you can see otherwise nice detailing all the way around. Take a closer look. You can see this has the new Ferrari styling with the little black front panel, the logo on the front, great headlights, and then you even have the little mesh on the front grille. The wheels look great. They roll pretty smooth, so definitely a nice roller with the brake rotors behind it and Ferrari logos. And same thing on the rear. It does have a nice metal base, even though it just looks like plastic. It's just flat, simple piece, which is what you expect with modern cars. The rear is pretty complex with the quad exhaust. You have the acrylic taillights, which kind of blend in with the red. And then you even have the little logo on the license plate and the Ferrari badging. There's even defroster lines on the little hatchback, and then nice glossy black on the roof piece. But obviously the coolest part about this car is the motor. Very detailed, nice carbon fiber detailing on the engine, on the intakes, and then that red air manifold, which is what you really expect to see on the Ferraris. And it looks really nicely defined. You even have the little cutouts here that show the wheels. This is just a magnetic piece, and it's actually very strong. So you can see you can hold it upward or upside down and it won't fall off. So a pretty impressive model overall. And even though I'm not a big fan of the styling, 7cm really made a nice model out of it. Here you can see the Murcielago on the turntable, and even in black, it looks really beautiful. The headlights have a nice turn signal, really clear lenses, the chrome wheels really pop with the black coloring on here. And you have that low, sleek design that really is emblematic of the Murcielago and that beautiful wedge shape that made it so popular. Even the taillights are really beautiful. So you can see how they have very nice lens definition, metal exhaust pieces, and then the nice engine lid cover. Take a closer look. The headlights are probably the most impressive thing here. They're crystal clear. You have the bulb detail. You have a separate piece for the Lamborghini logo, a little grille piece here, and then even a separate piece for the windshield mirrors, or the windshield wipers. The wheels look good. In the pre-order photo, they just look like they'd be black, but thankfully they're metallic with this nice chrome finish, and you have the rotors behind it. You have the definition on the side skirts, a little logo there. And then the favorite part here is the rear end. You can see beautiful taillight, and then metal exhaust, so a nice shadow on the inside that looks very realistic. Lamborghini badging, and then you have the little engine lid cover. Opening and closing it can be pretty difficult, so I definitely recommend using a tool. You can sort of force it down, but you have to get a fingernail in there to pull it open. And it is actually see-through, so the little gaps in the engine lid cover are transparent, so they're actually cut through all the way. And then the engine, although it's hard to see, it doesn't seem like the actual cover opens up as far as you'd expect. You can see it's nicely defined. You have that V12 motor with the air intakes and then the exhaust. And then the nice thing about this is when it's closed, you can barely notice it's actually openable. So nice panel gaps. And that's one of the best features of LCD, really high quality model. And I also have the green version. So here you can see them side by side. Obviously the green one with the almost pearl paint or metallic paint really shines and gives it a lot lighter look. But the black is pretty menacing. If you put them side by side, same detail. I actually just put a European license plate on here instead of the generic one, which looks a little bit better. You still have the gloss black on the engine lid cover. And then the black one, it just kind of hides the details of the car. And the yellow one of this is probably the most iconic one, which was an HEC exclusive, but still available online. But definitely a beautiful car overall, and I definitely recommend the brand LCD. So overall, really impressed with the model. They're a really cool collection of cars. Obviously, the Porsche is always a classic, and with the Apple livery, it just always looks cool. You have the Ferrari here with the magnetic hood. I just really like the hood detail, even though I don't like the styling of this particular model. I think 7cm did a really nice job on the overall detail, and you get a lot of value for the price. The Murcielago is just a really cool car. I think black is a little bit dark, but it's definitely a lot more menacing than the other colors, and LCD is really high quality, beautiful taillights, exhaust, and same thing with the LCD Supra. The yellow is probably not everyone's first choice of a color, but really well executed, nice and shiny, and again, headlights, taillights, they just really nailed the details. And then both of these are pretty decent rollers as well. So definitely a cool collection of cars, and obviously I think the opening parts on most of these cars are really cool. So you have the opening 2JZ hood on the Supra, on the Lamborghini, You have a very stiff rear cover that'll show off the V12. Then you have obviously the magnetic hood with the V12 Ferrari. But with the Porsche, that's the only one with no exposed engine, but you do get the cool exhaust. So definitely a cool collection of cars, and definitely recommend them if you're in the market for some premium diecast.